Hey guys, thanks for stopping by the channel. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know that last year I switched from a paddle-driven kayak over to a motorized kayak, and when I did that, I needed a 100 amp hour lithium battery to power it. I picked up a battery I really liked and it's been working really well for me. Now fast forward to this year, I wanted another 100 amp hour battery as a backup, and I almost purchased the exact same battery that I got last year when I noticed that some of these companies have been putting out mini-sized 100 amp hour batteries, but not every company makes them. So I did a little bit of searching and I came up with this battery that I'm showing you here today. This is the 100 amp hour mini battery from LiPULS, and this thing can do anything a regular sized 100 amp hour battery can do, but like I said, it's just a fraction of the size. So what are the dimensions of this battery and how does that stack up to a normal 100 amp hour battery? Let's take a look. The mini battery from LiPULS is 8.3 inches tall, 9.0 inches wide, and 5.4 inches deep. Now the height is nearly identical to a normal size battery, but that's where the size comparison stops because the width is 4 inches shorter than a normal size battery, and this battery is also 1¼ inches less deep. Looking at a side-by-side comparison next to some other batteries I already own, you can see just how small this mini battery is compared to the regular size one. You can literally put this battery inside of a milk crate in the kayak behind you and it fits easily, and that's something you just cannot do with a normal sized 100 amp hour battery. Now as far as some of the specifications of this battery, I'm not going to bore you too much with those guys, but if you really want, you can pause the video here. You can read about the product overview, the charge performance, and the discharge performance. Now, other content creators have run numerous diagnostic checks on this battery and they all say the same thing. They're all impressed with the battery. However, when it comes to me, guys, I don't have all of those tools to run those kind of checks. So the way I tested this battery out is the same way I test out any kind of gear I show you on this channel. I took this battery out onto the water. This week I went fishing on my Pelican Catch PWR and I launched at Blossom Heath. The spot I was fishing at was 1.75 miles away from where I launched. I launched at about 7 o'clock in the morning, and using the highest power setting on my Minn Kota, which draws the most amps, I cruised all the way out to my spot and I fished all around that area until about 2 o'clock in the afternoon when I cruised all the way back to Blossom Heath, again using the highest power setting on my Minn Kota trolling motor, and this battery did not let me down. So what are some of the pros? What are some of the cons I've noticed after using this battery for over a week now? Pros, obviously guys, the number one pro about this battery is you get all of this power in a small, lightweight size, and you can put this thing in spots that you can't put a normal 100 amp hour battery. Number one pro, no doubt about it. Another pro, it flat out works, guys. I've tested this and I'm very happy with it so far. And the last pro I'm going to touch on is the price, guys. These lithium iron phosphate batteries, they just keep getting cheaper and cheaper on Amazon, and that's where you can pick up this battery as well. I myself am always so much more confident buying a product on Amazon because they have great return policies if you don't like them. Now when it comes to cons, I'm not gonna lie guys, I really don't have any. The only thing I would have preferred is on the terminal bolts, if you could take those on and off using a screwdriver rather than needing a socket wrench. I would have preferred that. Also, the plastic handle on the top, it's nice that it sits flush and everything, but it does make me a little nervous. It's just a plastic handle. I don't know how strong that plastic really is, but I haven't really had a problem with it. I haven't had it break or anything. It stood up. So like I said, the only two cons I have really aren't that bad of a con at all. So again guys, I'm really happy with this LiPULS mini battery. I'm so glad I picked one up. If you guys want to pick one of these up as well, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. And until next time guys, tight lines.